Stamp Maven. It's 4:30. I just wanted to wish y'all a happy Friday. I just got off work. You know, I feel like I kind of cheated you. When was it? Last Saturday when we did mystery stamping. And I said, hey, I was going to show you my new natural do. Well, here it is. I don't know if you can see here. Let me bob my head up and down. I'm going natural, and you'll have to let me know what you think. I wanted to pop on today and show you something I got in the mail and also give you a sneak peek of a card video I'm going to post later tonight. So let me flip down my camera and we will get rolling. Don't get seasick on me. All right. Hope you guys all had a great week. Hey, Dawn and Linda, you're watching. Good deal. Well, I've showed you this before. This is our new Stampin' Up! Cut&Emboss Machine. I had it open there. It folds up like this. And I'm going to show you something today with it down. Well, what I got in the mail earlier this week is the new magnetic plate. And I'm going to show you that if you still happen to have your big shot and maybe you just bought it, hey, thanks. I'm loving my hair. And Miss Dawn, you were the inspiration. Okay, back to what I was saying. Let me not have an ADD moment. So anyway, I'm going to show you after we roll it out in the Cut&Emboss machine. I know a lot of my customers still have the Big Shot machine, and they're not ready to invest in the new die cut machine, even though I tell them how awesome it is. But I'm going to show you how you can use this in the Big Shot, even though that is not something that Stampin' Up! Endorses or suggests. Okay, so one thing you may have noticed, and you can see it right here, is all of the new plates that come with the machine are numbered. I love this. It makes it so easy. You don't have to think about, oh, what's my sandwich? What am I supposed to be doing? Well, it tells you. So we are going to start with number 1. And then since I'm using a thin die to show you what I'm doing today, I'm going to use number 2. Then, according to the instructions that came with this plate, number 5 comes next. The cool thing about this plate is the whole thing is magnetized. And this is the back of it. And did you notice that when I flipped it over, my piece did not fall off? Isn't that cool? The other thing, I have used this, even though I just got it this week. I was preparing for Stamp Club, so it does have cuts in it, but it is self-healing. So it almost heals itself as you're going along. And you can place this anywhere on here, and actually, that is a good thing to do, because if you always cut with it right here, you would, kind of wear out a spot. Just like, if you have a sore or something on your leg and you keep working at it, you're going to cause some problems. Same thing with this. All right, so so again, like I said, we have 1, 2, and then 5, our plate. And then I'm going to take one of our clear acrylic plates. I'm going to stick it in my machine. And then I don't know if you can see my handle here, but I am barely turning this sucker. I mean, it goes through just like butter. You know, the old machine, it was a little harder. All right, so here, let me just pop it off the back here. Hopefully it'll cooperate. Well, let me get the scissors. I don't have my take your pick tool right in front of me. Ordinarily, I would use that to get it out because that's got our piercing tool in there and it works really well. There we go. Okay, so there's that awesome little die cut. And then there's little pieces on here, and all I'm going to do is toss those away. All right, now let's say, like I said earlier, you have your big shot and you're not ready to invest in this other machine, as awesome as it is. And I'm going to tell you how you can get it for less than it actually costs. So here's the big shot. Let me turn it around so it'll be rolling correctly. Nothing wrong with this machine, but of course, since I'm a demonstrator, I have to have the latest and greatest. I'm going to use the Big Shot platform and the thin die adapter. Now, I will tell you that the plate that I just used with my other machine is exactly the same size. Again, not an endorsement from Stampin' Up, but you know, I do have a lot of my customers who are on more of a fixed income, or they're young moms with families. And, you know, while of course I am in business to make money, I also like to help people, you know, save money, and they can still buy dies and embossing folders from me, and I'll be just fine. Okay, so here we go. Here's that same little die, and we're going to need to use our same little scissors to poke it out, but it works just fine. And it really, there it is. Let's see if I can not rip it as I pull it, because I can use these on another card. So I think this is either $18 or $20. I can't remember exactly. And I was on the phone with Stampin' Up today, and I asked them, well, how long will this last? It is a consumable product, but they said for regular customers, not demonstrators, you should be able to get about 500 at least rolls through that. So that's pretty good, I thought. Okay, let me move this so I can show you my next thing. All right, can you see this card? This is what they are calling I think it's called a slim line card. Slim Jim. Well, no, Slim Jim. I think that's what car thieves use to crack in your car. So we won't call it a Slim Jim. All right. Let's stick with the slim line. Anyway, I created this card, and I'm going to make a video later and pop it on here later tonight. This actually measures, and I'll put the measurements in the video, 9 by 7.5, and it's scored at 3 3/4. I used a lot of products from this Gilded Autumn Suite, which is in our Holiday Mini. I just love this paper. It's a little hard to see here, but this actually has some foil look on it. It's copper. This ribbon is copper, and you can't see it totally here, but it's stiff, so it really ties nicely. This paper, of course, is double-sided. I used the labels die here and one of our new little embossing folders, which is right here. Isn't that cute? You get 2 different patterns with that. Then I used the Happy Fall Y'all from this little banner year stamp set. Oh my goodness, I've used this so much. It's got all these fun little critters here, a squirrel, a bat, a bird. There's a little acorn, all these different greetings. But in my video, you may notice, well, you'll notice now when I'm going to tell you in my video, this is a bigger card, and you will use a whole sheet of cardstock, but you'll have pieces left over that you can use for layers or embellishments. I'm going to give you a tip of what you can do for an envelope for this card that will help you out. Okay, now, what I was going to tell you was how you can get this puppy for cheaper than it costs. It sells for, I'm pretty sure it's $120 in our catalog. But right now, when you join Stampin' Up, not only do you get $125 of merchandise, which means you could get this die cut machine and you get plate 1, plate 2, and you get 2 of these number 3, and you also get a specialty plate that you can use with embossing folders, and you can get that for $99 plus tax. But wait, does that sound like an infomercial? In the month of September through September 30th, you also will get, for your $99, 2 stamp sets, a pack of rhinestones, catalogs, both the annual mini, and you will get enough cardstock cut and everything for you to make 16 cards. So, if you've been toying around with the idea maybe of starting a Stampin' Up business and thought, I don't have time to cut cardstock, I don't even know what I'll do, you get the samples in there and you're all ready to go. Plus, P.S., no shipping. So $99 and you can get this little puppy. Or of course, you can get any $125 worth of products. Well, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the new magnetic plate. And like I said, later on this evening, I will post a little video of me making this card and give you some tips and tell you what I do for the envelopes. All righty. Have a good night, everybody.